Hey guys, what's up? This is ScherBR talking. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be checking the last farm strategies for episode 4 on the second part of the story. This video is focused on stage number 4.2.5. This is a boss stage, but it's also the highest status cap available right now in the game. And the enemy is weak against blunt, stun, and heat. It's pretty powerful. You should try to finish it in 2 turns unless you have healers. But it's doable because we have many good attackers that can do blunt damage right now in the game. The first strategy uses Rainbow Rangers and focuses only in red. The newest red, it's pretty powerful and useful in this fight. He has Running Bird on 4 because we don't want him to use it. He starts with Punishing Combo and then he goes for Submission, that's inherited from his 8 style, that replaces Punishing Fist. Then we have Polka. Polka is very powerful as a nuker. He will be featured again in some days, and Scatter Explosions is what we need. He will use this on turn 3 and turn 4. We also have the normal fuse, although this fuse is maxed. If yours is not, change the weapon and use an elemental weapon, maybe a light weapon that you can use with Mei or a dark weapon that you use with Doll, so that he gets a little more intelligence. He's used for insta-kill. And if you have the newest fuse, you can also inherit Thrilling Snipe to do damage. And that's it. Those are the 3 cards that we need. I suggest you train some club user in this STR slot and some healer in the Love Plus slot. I'm training Sophia. Okay, the battle started and the first wave is doable with only red. He will just use Punishing Combo and kill the 2 enemies by himself. The second wave, we want Fuse to insta-kill the enemy. Mantid has a very high will and it will not be easy to insta-kill. Many other characters will not be able to do it, but Fuse can, even on the Dex position, because of Proton Rocket and his high intelligence, just like it happened right now. If you have problems with agility, try to decrease the agility from Polka, because sometimes he even attacks first. But this is the result we want. We go with Submission, we decrease SCR from the boss, then Fuse attacks with whatever attack he has available, and then we use Scatter Explosions. Look at all the HP from the boss. A lot of damage. Now it's time to finish the boss with red, Fuse, or Polka. Polka, we have Scatter Explosion again. Look on this, it is overkill. Very fast strategy, the highest cap available, and uses only one of the newest units. The second strategy is for those that trained and also summoned for the newest styles besides red. That is Lyza and Roufas. They work pretty fine here. We can finish the first wave with red, then kill the second wave with either Lyza or Roufas. It's better if you just use Lyza, and Roufas you finish the boss super ultra fast. We can bring 2 characters to train, one in the intelligence slot and another one on the Love Plus slot. We have the same combination for red, but Lyza, I have Sky Twister either on 14 or either on 17. It doesn't really matter. If you want to use Sky Twister to train, leave it on 14. If you want to use Babel Crumble so you have more BP to submission against the boss, leave Sky Twister on 17. Right now I will leave Sky Twister on 14 so that we can train this skill. And for Roufas, he just needs Full Awakening and it's super easy to use this guy. Let's go. Okay, the battle started. The start is the same. Red just finishes the first wave by himself. You don't need level 50 with him, but at least level 42 is needed. Now we have Mantid, and Mantid will die by the hands of Lyza in her Sky Twister. And this still needs some trading. Now we are against the boss, and it's time for Roufas to use his overpower attack. And also time for Giant Swing with Lyza and Submission with red. Lyza will only attack in the end. Very close to killing the boss. So this was because we got a combo, but anyway, it's still only 4 turns to finish. Yeah, I'm trading my submission as well. There's another variation of this strategy, and this is for those that don't have Roufas. You can bring Bride Emilia. Bride Emilia is even better if you inherit Bullet Dance from her newest Gradius banner, because Bullet Dance is so powerful that it's almost the same damage as Sweet Trap, and she will be able to follow up Sweet Trap with Bullet Dance. But if you don't have, she's still okay with Bound Shot. It may just take a little more time. And the thing here is that Lyza is not using Sky Twister. We are using Babel Crumble because it's enough to kill the Mantid, and we want to use Submission right after to decrease the damage from the boss. We have 2 submissions, one with Lyza, another one with Red. It helps keep up the characters alive, and we can bring 2 trainees the same thing. Let's go. Okay, the battle started. It starts the same. Red just finishes the first wave by himself. Very powerful combination. And now against the Mantid, we will use Babel Crumble. Against the boss, it's 2 submissions, Sweet Trap, and then Bullet Dance. It's good because it decreases the damage. The buffing the boss keeps us alive. Half of the HP done. Well, Emilia is not Roufas, she takes a little more time to do damage. Yeah, we may need an extra turn, so it will have 5 turns with this variation. That is safe. He will not die. Submission really helps. Time for 2 submissions again. Extremely safe because of submission. And now we have a different setup. This time, if you only have Lyza and the newest Emilia, or Bride Emilia, you can use this formation. There is blue on the top, so he uses Storm Burst and then Saber Ray. Then we have Bride Emilia with the same configuration. She goes for Sweet Trap and Bullet Dance. Then we have Albert here. It doesn't need to be Albert. It can be Termite Final Emperor. It can be Final Impress. She also has some damage. It's pretty strong. It can be Mirsa. Mirsa also works here. And then we have Lyza. Lyza will have Sky Twister on 17, Giant Swing on 6, and Submission on 6. So we need Submission to decrease the incoming damage. And you can bring only 1 trainee with the setup. Let's go. Okay, it starts with Lyza. She will kill one of the enemies with Babel Crumble. Now we need... yeah, it has to be Storm Burst now. It's okay. Now against the Mantid, we will probably kill it with either Albert or with Emilia. Okay, it was Emilia. Oh, it's still not dead. Close. Close enough. And now it's boss time. We will have submission at least to start. Decreasing the incoming damage. Saber Ray, very high damage output. Bullet Dance. And now Albert will use Radiant Blade. Mine is still being trained, that's why it's not doing so much damage. But it deals critical damage against the Red Knight. Very close to killing the enemy. Maybe your trainee can do the job. If my Albert was a little more trained, he will also finish this. But still done. Well, the next strategy is pretty funny because you can just bring any martial artist that you have. At least bring someone that is strong. And it works. We have Red doing the same thing on the start. Yeah, and then he just has Hummingbird on 4. Submission on 6. Rapid Stream makes your martial artists better on damage, but also gives them a chance to evade. We also have Lyza. She does the same combination as before by going with Babel Crumble and then Submission. And then we have Cotton. Cotton can just use whatever. Phaeon, if you fully awakened Phaeon, he's actually very good in my opinion, for a free character at least. And there is Cat here. She opens with Evil Crush that does even more damage against Hyundad. And then she goes for Submission. That should work. Let's go. Azami, Leonid, and Ricky also works here, but I don't have Ricky. My Azami and Leonid are very weak right now. But you can use this strategy just to, well, make all your martial artists strong. You can see that Feiyong just finished an enemy by himself, huh? Nice. And Babel Crumble now finishing another one. Cat didn't even act yet. At least she will have Evil Crush and then Submission. Boss will start missing some attacks. Oh man. What did just happen? Punishing combo right now? We didn't use it on the first wave. I didn't even notice. This is the first time happening. She's even using the Real King. Look, the boss is almost dead already. And he will just miss most attacks. Those characters have way too much agility. At least Red, Lyza, and Cotton. There's another strategy. This one uses Deadly Pierce, and it uses Roufas to kill the first wave. Yeah, he can use Gun and Blade to kill the first two enemies. And then we have Emilia. Emilia will be doing damage against the boss, so she uses Sweet Trap and Bullet Dance from her newest style. And Lyza will kill them unteed. But in order to do that, we have to increase Babel Crumble BP to 14, and she will only act on the second wave. Okay, we can bring 2 trainees on this strategy, but equip them because they may be helpful to finish the fight faster. Let's go. Okay, so we want Roufas to finish the first wave by himself. He will do that. Even better with a combo, but he does not need a combo. Now it's time for Lyza to finish the enemy. Probing slash. Now against the boss, Emilia will shine because she will just use 2 very powerful nukes. But we don't have submission here right now, so it's a little more dangerous. My trainees are not helping. I didn't train them or equip. Problem with Lyza is that she uses delay attack. Yeah, we need a little extra turn, but that's because I didn't bring equipment with my trainees. But it also works. And now I'll be talking about the last strategy. This one uses Deadly Pierce formation, and it also uses Mirsa in the front. I was not using Mirsa so far because the boss uses stun attacks, and Mirsa can be stunned before healing or before doing damage. But you have to give him some equipment that can give resistance, like this Moonbeam Robe. It gives resistance to stun. And there is also this other accessory called Kitty Scarf that drops from some tower, I don't remember which one. But it also increases the stun resistance, allowing him to sometimes not be stunned. And you can also inherit Dragon's Lair, because after using Steel Blade Light, you will have enough BP to use Dragon's Lair, but not to use Steel Blade Light again, so that he do not use Sonic Slash instead. Dragon's Lair does more damage. Then we have Emilia with the same setup that we've been using, and Roufas just fully awakened, fully trained. It should work. Let's go. Okay, the battle started and starts the same. We use Roufas to kill the first two enemies. Gun and Blade. We got a combo with them a lot of times. I think their agility is pretty similar. That's why this happens. Now against Mantid, we kill it with Emilia. Now against the boss, you will have Bullet Dance, and Mirsa will use Steel Blade Light, allowing us to heal. Also bring your trainees equipment. I am not bringing an equipment just in order to prove that these 3 characters are probably enough to finish everything. Look here. Sometimes your Mirsa may even die. That's why I don't like to use Mirsa too much here. 900 damage against him. think it's most because I use it Mage robe. But now we can finish with the other characters just fine. Also, I think it's better to bring mages in the setup here because they can do some damage and help. You didn't kill the boss, but we are very close. If the trainees were equipped, it would be only 4 turns. Yeah, it's finished. But guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. It took me so much time to build so many different strategies, but it's finally over. Do you have any different one? Please say here in the comments. If you want to support the channel, you have the links on the description of the video. Also join our Discord server so we can discuss more about this game. We see each other on the next one. Bye.